Hi everyone, welcome to Lipstick on a Rig. Today we're going to be making this beanie. For this project, I'm going to be using size 4 medium weight acrylic yarn. And I'll also be using a size F or 5 crochet hook. So we're going to begin this project with a magic circle and we're going to place 12 double crochets inside of it. And if you're unfamiliar with any of the stitches used in this pattern, please check the links in the description because I'll have my stitch tutorials listed there. And once you have your 12 double crochets inside your magic circle, then you're just going to want to place a slip stitch in the top of your first double crochet stitch. From here, we're going to chain 2. So now what you're going to want to do is place 2 front post stitches in every stitch in your row. And in case you're unfamiliar with that stitch, I'm going to show you how to do it. So go ahead and find your first stitch right here. We're going to crochet around that post. So go ahead and yarn over and then insert your crochet hook up around the side of that post, around the back, and then back around the front like this. And then you're just going to yarn over and pull through that post. Then yarn over and pull through 2 loops and yarn over and pull through 2 more. So now you're just going to repeat that around the same post again. So go ahead and place 2 front post stitches around every post in your row. And when you get done, you should have a total of 24 front post stitches. And when you get to the end of your row, you're just going to want to place a slip stitch in the top of your chain 2 stitch here. And then we're going to chain 2 again. So from here, we're going to place back post stitches. And we're going to continue to increase. So the increasing pattern is going to be to place 1 back post stitch in your first stitch and then 2 back post stitches in your second stitch. And you're going to continue following that pattern, alternating between 1 and 2 back post stitches for your entire row. So I'm going to quickly show you how to place a back post stitch. So go ahead and yarn over and then insert your crochet hook up around the first post coming from the back and then back around to the back, just like that. Then yarn over and pull through your post. Yarn over and drop 2 loops and then yarn over and drop the last 2 loops on your crochet hook. And that's how you place a back post stitch. So now you're just going to want to continue to follow that pattern that I said earlier, placing 1 and 2 back post stitches going all the way around your row. And when you get to the end of your row, you should have a total of 36 back post stitches. So now again, we're going to place a slip stitch in the top of our chain 2 stitch, and then we're going to chain 2 again. And the pattern for this row is going to be to place 2 front post stitches around your first 2 posts, and then to place 2 front post stitches around your third post. And you're going to follow that pattern going all the way around your row, and when you get done, you should have a total of 48 front post stitches. And when you get to the end of your row, you're just going to want to place a slip stitch in the top of your chain 2 stitch just like before, and then you're going to chain 2 again. And then from here, we're going to switch to back post stitches again. And so the pattern for this row is going to be to place 1 back post stitch around your first 3 back posts, and then to place 2 back post stitches around your fourth. And you're just going to repeat that going all the way around your row. And when you get done, you should have a total of 60 back post stitches. And when you get to the end of your row, you're just going to place your slip stitch in the top of the chain 2 just like before. Then you're going to chain 2 again. So that was our last row of increasing. So moving forward, all you're going to want to do is alternate between placing front and back post stitches on every row. So for the next row, we're going to place front post stitches, and in the next row, we're going to place back post stitches. And you're just going to always slip stitch into the top of your chain 2 and then chain 2 again. So I went ahead and crocheted 18 rows of just alternating between placing a row of back post stitches and then a row of front post stitches. And now it looks like this. So from here, we're going to begin a continuous loop pattern, which means we won't be starting and stopping each individual row like we were before. So all you're going to want to do is just start placing single crochet stitches. And you're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch in your row. And when you get to the end of your row, we are just going to place a single crochet in the top of that chain 2 stitch. And then we're just going to continue placing single crochets. And this pattern should act as more of a spiral, so you shouldn't really be noticing when you're ending and starting your next row. So I went ahead and crocheted 8 rows of placing 1 single crochet in each stitch in my row. So now I'm just going to place 1 slip stitch in the next 15 or so stitches. And once you have your 15 slip stitches in place, then you're just going to want to cut and tie off your yarn. And I just like to weave my tail in the direction that I was crocheting for a couple of stitches and then weave it up the inside of the beanie. And I'm going to link in the description to my DIY pom-pom maker because I think this beanie would look really great with one. Please let me know in the comments below if you experienced any issues while you were making this, and I will do my best to help you out. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, Lipstick on a Rig. Thank you so much for working with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, awesome day.